Lamar goes 2-0 as a starter. It's a time to name him the starter moving forward. This is what I love and hated about the game coming right out.
Renegade, Renegade.
Hi guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to SCG Sports. If this is your first time in the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with the content I put out. So after each game, I put what I love and what I hated in the game. It was a good win, 34-17. So we substantial win. The game didn't go necessarily how I thought, although again a good win and good score. So I'm gonna start with what I love. Cyrus Jones, that touchdown return, man, that was pretty good. Not only he looked for the blocking was spectacular, on point. Gus Edwards, he's the starting going forward. Again, what I like about Gus, I said it like from week, I don't know, 8 or 9, when he started getting some playing time, not from last week. He basically gets the ball, puts his head down, and says, like, I'm going forward. I'm taking whoever comes in front of me and just gonna take it in with me, right? Gus the Bus. He is a perfect guy for Lamar. Because in the RPO, Lamar's reading the DN, the outside linebacker. If Lamar lets him keep it, it's because he wants him to just crash down, right? So Gus Edwards, another good game. The receivers had a decent game. Crabtree, that touchdown was pretty good. Smokey had a couple good plays. They were good. The tight ends, I thought, it were really good. The pass to Edwards, the pass to Andrews was really good. That 71-yarder, I think it was. He ran out of gas at the end. I was sad because that was a big play for Lamar. But also Hurst is becoming more of a, that shorter to intermediate play. I like that flip that Lamar did to Hurst. Hurst was ready for that ball. The other one that he fought, Lamar rolled to the right. It looked like he was going to run. And then he scrambled left and find Hurst, and there was a first down. Hurst fought for that yard or two. So I like what Hurst was doing. I was liking what I'm seeing out of him. O-line played pretty good. Seuss Jr. had, I think, his worst game so far. But again, he was a rookie. But in that big pass, a beautiful pass to Smokey Brown, got called for a holding penalty. And sometimes holds are not bad. Like if Lamar's gonna get cloggered and you hold to save Lamar's ass, I'm fine with that. But he had help, right? He had Boyle there to help him, and he held. So it was sad because again, it was a beautiful throw from Lamar. The other thing I love, Suggs touchdown. That scoop, great. He ran. Judah was saying that he needs to work in the ball security. Yes, he had it like all over the place, like flopping all over the place. But it was good to see Suggs scooping that. He thought he was Ed Reed, right? And in the run, at some point, he looked back to see he was going to ladder. I was like, don't ladder it. Just keep running, man. So that was good. Judon, talking about Judon, 3 sacks. Finally, we get sacks, right? So that was good. And one of them forced a fumble. And I said before in my preview game that we were going to have 1 turnover in this game. And we did, right? I thought it was going to be a pick, and we didn't, but it was still a good turnover. So, that's what I'm going to stop for the things that I love. And you might think, like, Lamar, where's Lamar? Well, Lamar had a good game. But the problem that I have with Lamar, and this is no diss on Lamar, as you saw in my video with Ingraven, I think you can critique your quarterback. Doesn't mean you don't like him, doesn't mean you're rooting against him. But if you're honest, he had some good throws. That throw to Smokey that didn't count. There was another throw to Smokey that he cashed that he went for like a 15-yarder. Let me see. He had another good throw to Crabtree for the touchdown. There was another good throw to Hurst. So there were some good throws here and there. But there was a lot of low and behind. And that will come with time. There was a third down. Easy pass. Smokey ran a slant route, and in that slant route, he was there. It was open, and Lamar looked like he didn't want to put a lot of mustard in it, so he like let it too soft, and it was incompletion. It was a little behind at the end. Incompletion. I didn't like that. The other problem, and not necessarily with Lamar, but it goes to the whole Lamar thing, the play calling. The team came with a game plan that was tailored for Joe Flacco. And what I mean was, Lamar didn't look to run. It almost looked like Harbaugh or Marty, I don't know which, said, you're not going to run. I don't want you to take that pounding, you're not going to run. Well, if you remember again, in my preview, the game that I previewed the game, the video that I previewed the game, I said, like, let's run, right? Let's them have committed to the run, and that will open up for the throws for Lamar. Well, they didn't do that. It looked like Lamar was just a pocket passer, which he can be, but hey, Lamar has a next level, right? Pocket passer, if he masters that, that's amazing. But his legs bring him in another level. I'm not saying that he's Aaron Rodgers or Cam Newton or Russell Wilson yet, but those quarterbacks have something special. They are not only accurate with the ball, they can scramble, they can buy time, and if the play's not there, they can run. Lamar had a couple of times that he didn't see anything downfield, which will happen, but in last week's game, I would have thought he would have ran, and this week he was just kept going. I think in the second half, it was corrected. They ran more. Now, they basically went to the extreme. What I want basically is to tell Lamar, go to your first, second, and third read. And if anything, look again to your first. If you don't see anything, go run, right? In the second half, they have a lot of run design plays. But what that did, it opened lanes for throwing for Lamar. So again, I thought he had a good game. If I had to grade him, I think he had like a C+. He missed a couple of throws. There was 2 picks, right? Because people were talking about picks. The first pick was horrible. The guy that should have picked him, he didn't pick it, but the ball bounced and another Raider picked. So the linebacker missing that play. But he was there. So Smokey was open if that guy, I think it was number 25, wasn't there. He was there. So Smokey wasn't open. It's a horrible read. It was a bad throw. The second one, he was trying to force it. Now, as soon as that ball, Crabtree saw it was a little bit under the throw. Conley, the corner for the Raiders, made a hell of a job poking that ball up. But Crabtree should have just pushed him out, right? Because it was a little bit under the throw and it got picked. So that one, I don't know if it was completely on Lamar. I would expect the Crabtree to do a little bit more. The first one was all on Lamar. That was just a bad throw. But like I said, overall, he had a good game, guys. And he delivered a W. I like his demeanor. You know what I also like? I like when he does a mistake, he does this. He knows he didn't do the right thing. He knows he did a bad read. In that scramble, which was beautiful, he ran. But I was like, get down. He looked. I'm sure he saw that lane. He's on the inside, and he was like, I can make it. All we wanted to do is burn clock at that time. But whatever, guys. He had a pretty good game. So, now I'm going to go with things I hated. That first drive, the defense was just bad. And going back to my preview video, I said their top guys are the running backs and the tight ends. We were letting Doug Martin run pretty well against us. Though he got 11 carries for 51 yards. The only problem that Doug Martin had, they didn't run him enough. Every time they were running him, he was getting pretty good yardage. So they didn't like that. The run defense, right? The run defense needs to be better. They needs to get better if we're gonna keep moving forward, right? The other thing, that first drive was too easy for them to get a touchdown. Cooks was cooking. He had a couple of big plays as soon as Jefferson. And for all Jefferson haters, look what happened when Jefferson left. Chuck Clark. They went through him. Cook had an offensive PI. I don't even understand why he did it, right? But okay, that was good for Clark was in position. But in the touchdown pass, Cooks made a hell of a catch, and Clark was nowhere to be found. Cooks is not a burner. He is not a burner. So Clark had Bad game. Again, I didn't think he was mentally ready to be in that game, but he had a bad game. So, the defense played good enough. They gave up that horrible first drive. Again, I think we were lucky that they didn't run the ball with Martin enough. They were just, again, 11 carries. So I wasn't a fan of that. And that was it, guys. I thought other than that, we played pretty good. Carr got burned against Roberts. He went to the floor, but I thought corners played pretty good. I saw Humphries all over the field. I like how Humphries looked. I like how CJ looked. It was a good win against a bad team. So I think, well, we're positioning in the 6th place, right? We are in prime position to make the playoffs. I think Lamar should be the starter going forward. I started this video asking, like, is Lamar going to be the starter moving forward? Which, yes, he should. He should for a couple different reasons. He will only be growing, with more and more snaps. I think when Marty sees the game plan, he's going to be like, I cannot go completely pass, completely run. It has to be a mix, right? If he mixes it up, it's going to be very hard to defend it. Because if you overcommit to the rush, right, he can sling it. We saw a couple of deep passes, right? Goes back to the point that Ian Raven was saying, like, we don't know if he can make that pass. Well, he showed the ability of making it. We are moving forward as a 6th seed. We have Atlanta. I think we should be able to beat Atlanta, but look for that video on the next couple of days. Then we're going to go behind enemy lines with Falcons blogger. And guys, I think as a moving forward, you at minimum lead Lamar there until Flacco is 100% healthy. But more than that, I think Flacco should be benched. And not only I'm saying because this team, look at the interviews. Look at Weddle talking about it. Look at Crabtree talking about it. It looks like the team is energized for Lamar's presence. So I would just keep rolling. The throwing behind the receivers, you know what? I know a guy that has been doing that throughout the whole year. His name is Flacco. So does Flacco buy you a little more? Yeah, he buys you a little more in the deep throws. But you know what? He doesn't buy you in that movement. I will keep Lamar. That's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me at szgsports. I'll see you next time, guys.